Welcome to the latest edition of Cherry Red Radio. My name is John Reid, and I'm here with Iain McNay as ever, and Matt Ingham at the helm. And we're going to dive straight in to the latest 3CD compilation on our Grapefruit label. The comp is entitled Lazy Days, the British Progressive Pop Sounds of 1975, and follows many previous volumes devoted to the previous years. From that compilation, we're going to hear Infra Penny by Slade, Lazy Day, which lends its name to the compilation, by Oddsocks, and Take It Away by Kestrel.
Do you remember the night in September, the two of us laid in the hay? Do you remember the day in December, how we got carried away? If you're in for a penny, you gotta be in for a pound. Ooh. 'Cause over and over you played me that old-fashioned sound. Look around, did you discover that, ooh, I'm a lover, when we took a tumble or two? Were you surprised when you tried me for size? You bit off more than you could chew. If you're in for a penny, you gotta be in for a pound. Ooh. 'Cause over and over you played me that old-fashioned sound. So look around, play the refrain, play it and play it and play it again. Oh, do you remember the night I surrendered? You wanted to bathe me in oil. Ooh, you were tender. Well, do you remember? The sleepers could hear me from miles. If you're in for a penny, you gotta be in for a pound. Ooh. 'Cause over and over you played me that old-fashioned sound. So look around, play the refrain, play it and play it and play it again. Gee, they got bad.
I took a walk to the harbor and I saw a ship come in. I didn't have anything to do, and I was thinking of you there by the sea that we could share on a lazy day that was made for me and you. And it was a lazy day for me, and I wish it was for you. It was a lazy day for me, and I I'll be away for a week or so, but I'll see you very soon. 'Cause I miss you being by my side. I know this place can get you down, so I'll see what I can do to send up my lazy day to you. And it was a lazy day for me, and I wish it was for you. It was a lazy day for me, and I wish it was for you. Lazy day, lazy day, lazy day. By tomorrow I won't be here, I will say goodbye. The time has come to go away, but I'll send you all my promises that I know you'd like to try. And I'll send you all of this, my lazy day. And it was a lazy day for me, and I wish it was for you. It was a lazy day for me, and I wish it was for you. Lazy day, lazy day, lazy day. And it was a lazy day for me, and I wish it was for you. It was a lazy day for me, and I wish it was for you. Lazy day.
Kestrel. You just heard 3 tracks from the new Grapefruit triple CD, Lazy Days, the British progressive pop sounds of 75, Infra Penny by Slade, Lazy Day by Oddsocks, and Take It Away by Kestrel. I think what's interesting about this compilation really is that progressive or prog rock really by 75 had evolved into something that was very different from the sounds of ELP from 1970. What I love about this series is that David Wells, the compiler, has made a lot of the prog bands' more melodic tracks accessible to people who might find prog a bit daunting, but actually would enjoy just 70s rock. Anyway, that's the latest compilation on Grapefruit. Next up, we have the complete works of Vanilla Fudge on a new box set. I think it is 9 CDs, feel the width, on Esoteric. It's entitled Where Is My Mind? The Atco Recordings, 1967 to 69. Includes all of their albums, Vanilla Fudge, The Beat Goes On, Renaissance, in mono and stereo where relevant, various live tracks, plus Near the Beginning and Rock and Roll. So it's basically a complete output. And from it we're going to hear, inarguably their most famous track, You Keep Me Hanging On, cover of the Diana Ross and the Supremes hit.
You can do about it. You know I need love. Talking about love. Get out my life, why don't you, babe? You really don't want me. You just keep me hanging on. You really don't need me. You just keep me hanging on. Get out my life, why don't you, baby? 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 Come on to me.
That was You Keep Me Hanging On, a hit cover version of the Supremes by Vanilla Fudge from the new box set, Where Is My Mind? Iain, over to you to chat about Hawkwind.
Yes, well, Hawkwind have had a very long career. It's Dave Brock, the main man, who's still with them. We actually, at Cherry, have put out their last 4 or 5 albums. We really like Hawkwind here. And I remember the first time I saw them, must have been over 50 years ago, and there were only about 50 people there. But it was something different. And I remember I also bought this album that we've reissued on Cherry Red, I probably pronounced this wrong, called Do Re Mi Fa Sol Latido. And I bought it in good old vinyl in the old days, when it obviously, 1972, when no one had thought of streaming or indeed CDs. But anyway, this is extended version with remastered bonus tracks and new stereo mixes. And I'm going to play Space is Deep.
because the feeling does not die. Space is neither truth nor lies. Into the void we have to travel to find the clue which will unravel. Is this the reason? Deep in our mind, the secret lies without tomorrow. In each of us is a hidden sorrow. What goes onwards through the night, beyond the realms of ancient light. Is this the reason? Deep in our mind.
That was Space is Deep by Hawkwind. It came out in 1972, was their third album and got to number 14 in the album chart. And next, I'm going to go to Bill Bruford and play a track called Hell's Bells. That was Hell's Bells by Bill Bruford off a release called The Best of Bill Bruford. And of course, Bill played in Yes, King Crimson, Gone, National Health, Genesis, UK, Bruford, Brand X, Earthworks, and Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe. So he played in many, many acts, and like John Wetton, was around for a long time. And then I'm going to move to Peter Hammill, and he has an album out which was originally recorded in 2004 called Incoherence. And it's a very interesting concept. When I first played it, I hadn't known it for many, many years. There's 14 songs, they're all linked together, one continuous piece. And it's great, obviously Peter Hamill's main project, Van de Graaff Generator, is probably a bit more of an acquired taste for somebody, but this Peter Hammill album flowed really well for me. And It had great critics when it came out, and actually I think he finished recording it just before he had a heart attack. So anyway, let's play a track, and the track is When Language Corrodes.
When language corrodes, all our faculties falter and blur. Nobody knows how our tongues got so swollen and furred. What truths are there left to be told when we're all lost for words?
That was When Language Corrodes by Peter Hammill of Incoherence. Now to another really interesting character, Kevin Ayres, who's got a really large box set out with a great book and various other bits and pieces. And pretty much, let's see, it's called All This Crazy Gift of Time, and it's recordings 1969 to 1973. So it's a large part of his career, and I'm going to play Whatever She Brings, We Sing.
something to find that might give me a front to put something behind. Just bouncing this ball up and down the hall, but it's full of best wishes and suffocating fishes and all. So let's drink some wine and have a good time. But if you really want to come through, let the good time have you. It's what you've got to do. You said it was foolish for me to be sad, but I'm very hungry, and you're very well fed. You're such a fat lady, and I'm talking to you just for something to do, 'cause I'd much rather kiss you, but I know I'm gonna miss you again and again. I know I'm gonna miss you. So let's drink some wine and have a good time. But if you really want to come through, let the good time have you. It's what you got to do. Yeah, let's drink It's what you got to do. Yeah, let's drink some wine and have a good time. But if you really want to come through, let the good time have you. It's what you got to do.
And that track was Kevin Ayres, Whatever She Brings, She Sing. Whatever she brings, we sing. And that's all written as one word. Of course, he was originally in Soft Machine. Kevin Ayres left in 1971 and started a solo career. And I must admit, I worked my way through most of the box set, 10 CDs, a lot to work through. And I realised the kind of variety and depth of his work, and also lyrically. He's really a brilliant lyricist. So I'm going to pass you on now to Matt Ingham, who's going to talk about Rosalie Cunningham.
Thanks, Ian. Yeah, we've just released Rosalie Cunningham's latest studio album, her third, and it's really good. It's called To Shoot Another Day. I actually went to see her with one of our label managers, Hugh Gilmore. We both went to see her play the Lexington recently, and she was on top form. She was absolutely fantastic. I think it was the second show of her UK tour, and she's now in Germany and Sweden and France, etc. And she was, they were spot on. Her and the band were great. So, I mean, it's a really good album, full of kind of really great songs, but the one we've picked for you today is called Good to Be Damned.
Play to They hear me cry, tongue-tied, tubes-tied, not the way that I planned it. Heaven knows how I've landed in the company of a demon man, but it feels good to be damned. Tongue-tied, tubes-tied, not the way that I planned it. Heaven knows how I've landed in the company of a demon man, but it feels good to be damned. I'm in the company of a demon man, but it feels good to be damned. Oh yes, and I'm in the company of a demon man, but it feels good to be damned.
That was Good to Be Damned by Rosalie Cunningham. And now back to you, Ian.
Thank you. I'm now going to play a track by Peter Parrot. And Peter Parrot, of course, has been around a long, long time. And I remember Cherry Red put out an album, maybe 20 years ago, which was called England's Glory, which was his first band. And then he went on to have great success with The Only Ones and disappeared for a time. And he has a new album out under his own name. I'm going to play a track called I Wanna Go With Dignity.
It's a losing battle, trying to be sane. Leaves me tired and listless. If I'm gonna jump in front of a train, I'll wait till after Christmas. Don't wanna overstay my welcome. Don't wanna overstay my welcome. Like hypothermia in the coldest place, too easy to accept its warm embrace. 'Cause I don't wanna overstay my welcome. I wanna go with dignity, please help me. Don't go thinking there was something you could do, it's bad. I know that it's true. The world changed when she turned blue. Hanging from a cord, the naked truth, you know it rings true. The world changed when she turned blue. Don't wanna overstay my welcome. I wanna go with dignity, please help me. Don't wanna overstay my
That was I Want to Go With Dignity by Peter Parrot. I don't know how much the lyrics you picked up. I'm going to just read a few lines. It's a losing battle, trying to be sane. It leaves me tired and listless. If I'm going to jump in front of a train, I'll wait until after Christmas. Don't want to overstay my welcome. Don't want to overstay my welcome. And of course, as the bill has just gone through Parliament, starting the process of assisted dying being legal in this country, somehow it kind of fits in with that. I'm now going to move on to talk about The. And The have a new album out called Insolvent. It's on the Adele label. And we go back a long time with Matt Johnson, who's the mainstay of The. But let me play the track first. And the track is called A Rainy Day in May. That was A Rainy Day in May by The. And actually it's their 12th album, or his, Matt Johnson's 12th album. And he was connected in the early days of his career with Cherry Red, and we looked after his publishing for some time. And when I think back, probably his first 2 albums, as the Soul Mining and Infected, were just brilliant albums. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to the MC5, who have a new album out. And that may sound strange because they're all pretty much departed now. It's only their 3rd album. But I chose a track, and it's called Because of Your Car. So that was Because of Your Car. I love that track lyrically as well as musically, and it's off the new MC5 album, which is on Idel Records. And as I said earlier, it's only their 3rd album. It's called Heavy Lifting, and the lyrics were written basically by Wayne Craner, who died, I think, about a year before the album was actually released. And now I'm going to talk briefly about another track recently I really liked by Nick Cave, and the track's called Wild God.
Once upon a time, a wild god zoomed all through his memory, in which he was entombed. It was rape and pillage in the retirement village, but in his mind he was a man of great virtue and courage. and he flew out the window with his long trailing hair, and the smoke from the bodies went straight up in the air. He was a wild god searching for what all wild gods are searching for, and he flew through the dying city like a prehistoric bird. He went searching for the girl down on a Jubilee Street, but she died in a bedsit in 1993. So he flew to the top of the world and looked around and said, where are my people? Where are my people to bring your spirit down? Searching for a faraway girl who was basically a mirage that nevertheless loomed large. She would hang under the rail as he blew round the room and make love with a kind of efficient gloom. And the people on the ground cried, oh, when does it start? And the wild god says it starts with a heart, with a heart, with a heart, with a heart. And the people on the ground cried, oh, when does it end? And the wild god says, well, it depends, but it mostly never ends. 'Cause I'm a wild god flying and a wild god swimming, and I'm an old sick god dying and crying and singing. Bring your spirit down. Oh, wild gods, baby, wild gods. Yeah, bring your spirit down. Oh, when he's moving to the flames of anarchy, and he's moving to the winds of tyranny, and the sweet, sweet tears of liberty, yeah, moving round the world. He's moving through your body like a prehistoric bird. He's moving round the world. Oh Lord, well, if you're feeling lonely, and if you're feeling blue, and if you just don't know what to do, bring your spirit down. Oh, wild gods, baby, we're wild gods. I'm a wild god, baby, I'm a wild god. Oh, here we go. We're going to the cradle of Africa. We're going to Russia. We're going to China, to the United States of America. Yeah, moving around the world. Yeah, moving like a great, big, beautiful bird. We're moving around the world. Yeah, and he's swimming to the end of the rotting pier. He swims to the end of his rotting ideas. Swim to the hymn, swim to the prayer, and bring your spirit down. I'm a wild god, baby, I'm a wild god. Well, here we go.
That was Wild God from the album of the same name by Nick Cave. And actually that's his 18th studio album, which came out on PS earlier on this year and got to number 5 in the album chart. Now, Cherry Red have an artist who they've worked with for over 40 years, Lawrence. And Lawrence is such a character, and we all love working with Lawrence, although he can be a tad frustrating at times in terms of timings and doing everything his own way. And he has a book out. Well, it's not really his book. The book was written by Will Hodgkinson called Street Level Superstar, A Year with Lawrence. It's a very original book, and it's actually the book of the year in Uncut and Mojo. And I read that book, really enjoyed it, and it just reminded me to play a track, obviously featuring Lawrence by Denham, called Summer Smash, and here it is. So that was Summer Smash by Denham. I don't think he was ever on an album. He did do 3 albums as Denham. For those of you who don't know his history, he had 10 albums as Felt, and then 3 albums as Denham, although one never got released. And then he had, I think, 3 albums as Go-Kart Mozart. And now he is Mozart Estate, anyway. A great track, which sadly wasn't a hit, but it's worth playing again, and a fascinating book. Then I move on. I'm going to play Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve. That was Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve. And the reason I played that was because I saw Richard Ashcroft play a concert about 2 weeks ago, which was, what can I say? It was a really energetic evening. The audience was energetic, he was energetic, great musically, some really good songs. And obviously, he has a solo career now, but that was his best known track. And there was a huge legal dispute over the rights to the publishing, and Alan Klein, who represents the Rolling Stones on their publishing side, steamed in and did eventually claim the rights for the publishing on Keith Richards and Mick Jagger, a bit of a court case there. But I just think it's a brilliant track, and it's one of those tracks that never really ages.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it's interesting with that dispute because what they'd sort of sampled for the track was a version of The Last Time, the Rolling Stones hit, but from an Andrew Oldham orchestra album, and the track bore no relation to the original Stones song, so you can't actually really hear it at all. So, but they did sample it, and apparently it wasn't cleared on the right terms. But yeah, as you say, that album in '97, Urban Hymns, was just everywhere. It like defined the late '90s, really.
Okay, and then one more track that I'm going to play before I hand back to John. And we have a red box set out. And I remember very well when Red Box first came into the Cherry Red office many years ago, and they came in with a finished track called Chenko, which we released. It was almost a hit, got some pretty good airplay, but didn't quite make the top 75. They then signed to Sire Records, where they did have 2 quite big hits. And we've now got, as I say, a box set out of all their material. And I played the whole box set, and I've forgotten how brilliant this track is. New England by Red Box.
Make a little bit and break a little bit in skint and wealth. Weep a little bit and keep a little bit in book and pen. Up another rung, down another rung, and now and then you fall. And I break to you the news, it's as bad as it seems. And so they kick and punch and scratch, and I shrink a little bit, they spread the net to catch. But I know, yeah, but that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. Yes, that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. Proud that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. In north and south, give a little bit and take a little bit and keeping out. Change a little or hide a little more in sight and sound. Fight another war, close another door in private ground you live. And I break to you the news, it's as bad as it seems. And if you raise your voice to shout, and I have a little bit, it's time that you got out. But no, I have no doubt, no, but that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. Yes, that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. Proud that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. scratch, shrink a little bit to spread the net to catch. But I know, yeah, but that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. Yes, that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. Proud that England is my home. But my heart is forever traveling. New England.
That was New England by Red Box, and it's off their second album called Motive, which came out in 1990. Handing back to John.
Thanks, Ian. Yeah, we're going to play something slightly more contemporary, slightly. We are lucky enough to have some of the albums by the wonderful Mercury Rev in our catalogue. And the album A Secret Migration from 2005 is being reissued for the first time as a double vinyl edition with lots of extras that were originally on the 5 CD box set that the band curated with us. That's coming out early in the new year and follows what we did with All His Dream, which again was a double vinyl version. And from that album, we're going to play the hit single, In a Funny Way. was In a Funny Way by Mercury Rev, the single that was taken from A Secret Migration, which is being reissued on double vinyl early in 2025.
I just want to read something which is Mojo, and it's a quote by Jonathan Donahue, who's the vocalist and I guess the main man in Mercury Rev. And I really like this quote, and it goes, it's talking about bark. Now I know that's not very fashionable, but I'll tell you why. When you're young, you spend all your time looking for rules to break, especially as an artist or a musician. Now I look for rules to follow. When you're younger, you punch at every rule that seems to fly by. You want to stop it in its tracks, stamp on it, and say, these are my footprints. But bark is almost like sacred geometry. When you look at the intervals he uses in his progressions, I can see now that these rules have become a divine property. That's it. I thought that was brilliant.
Inspired. Yeah. Well, let's talk about something else musically. Frank Chickens were a phenomenon in the early 80s. Would appear on telly and you'd see them at festivals and political events and all manner of different things. And John Peel was an early advocate for them and hosted many radio sessions. And yet we felt they hadn't really ever been given the proper, tribute, I suppose, or something that really paid tribute to their legacy. So we worked with the band on a new 4-CD set entitled Ninja Legends 1983 to 89 that includes 3 studio albums, We Are Frank Chickens, Get Chickenized and Club Monkey, and a whole CD of the aforementioned BBC sessions. From that new set, which is available on the parent Cherry Red label, here is indisputably their best known song, We Are Ninja.
Hiding in a drain of Yokohama, I beat up alligators. Afterwards, that means take a bath. I can disappear in flood and fire. I can see through mist and climb on glass. あんたも忍者、私も忍者、目つぶし投げてドロンドロン。あんたも忍者、私も忍者、目つぶし投げてドロンドロン。おてもやあんたこの頃嫁にしたではないかいな。嫁にしたこちゃしたばってお手本がずじゃぺたんけんまだ杯がせんじゃった。あんたも忍者、私も忍者、目つぶし投げてドロンドロン。
し投げてドロンドロンあんたも忍者私も忍者目つぶし投げてドロンドロンドロンドロン
That was We Are Ninja by Frank Chickens from a new 4-CD set, Ninja Legends 83, 89, curated by the band and available on Cherry Red. Back to the late 60s, early 70s, a 3-CD set on Esoteric, which actually couples 3 previous individual CDs, or 2 individual CDs by Eyes of Blue, and couples it with an album by the post Eyes of Blue combo, Big Sleep. To put these in context, this was basically a Welsh group, most famous, I suppose, for paying host to some chaps who went on to be in Man. I guess the best known members would be Gary Pickford Hopkins, Richie Francis, and yeah, these albums. I mean, Eyes of Blue were essentially a late 60s mod soul band who evolved, as many groups did, into a sort of psychedelic and then progressive outfit. The albums Crossroads of Time and In Fields of Ardarth, very much in that prog realm. From this new box set, which is entitled The Light We See, this is a track from Crossroads of Time from 1969, Love is the Law.
Cast moonbeams on my dream, reflecting silent shadows, which aren't quite what they seem. You like the moon, you like the moon, you like the moon, oh pretty baby, call my time, play my tune, play my life. You like the moon. You like the sun. Your rays heal my troubled mind. A soulmate in this wounded world is all joy to find. You like the sun, you like the sun, you like the sun, yeah, pretty baby, hear my mind, make me one, hear my mind. You like the sun. Like a pinpoint burning bright, and live the love together, walk in the light. Love is the law, love is the law, for the sun, moon, and stars in the night. Oh, love is the law, love is the law. star, way up in the sky. And if we can but love each other, I tell you, our souls will never die. Let's walk a lot together. Let's walk a lot together. Yeah, pretty baby, all our lives. You and I, all our lives. All our lives, just so you and I. Oh, all our lives. Love is a law, the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. Love is a law, love is a law,
Presumably not where the Seahorses from the 90s got the name for their hit record, but maybe not. And on that bombshell, over to Matt to chat about the future.
Thanks, John. Yeah, another song choice for me and another band that I've seen live recently. I went to see the Futureheads play Banquet Records, which is a small record shop in Kingston, last week. They did a couple of in-stores for a few hundred fans, and they were really great. They were in good form. It was nice to meet them and say hello. They were a huge band when I was growing up. When I was at uni, they were massive, so it's quite nice to be releasing something of theirs. We've just done a singles collection called Decent Days and Nights. It's on CD and vinyl, and the band are touring next February in the UK, so go and catch them if you can. And the song I'm going to play is their hit cover of Kate Bush's Hounds of Love.
When I was a child, running in the night, I was afraid of what might be. Hiding in the dark and hiding on the streets for none of what was following me. Oh, 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 oh. The hounds of the love are calling. Oh, 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 oh. I've always been a coward. Oh, 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 oh. And I don't know what's good for me. Well, here I go. It's coming at me through the tree. Help me, someone, help me, please. Take your shoes off, and I will throw them in the lake, and I will be 2 steps on the water. I found a box caught by dogs. He let me take it in my hands. His little heart beats so fast that I am ashamed to be running away from nothing real. I just can't deal with this. I'm still ashamed to be there. Oh, 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 oh. Amongst your hounds of loving. Oh, 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 oh. I feel your arms surrounding me. Oh, 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 oh. I've always been a coward. Oh, 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 oh. And I don't know what's good for me. Watch you I go. Don't let me go. Hold me down. It's coming at me through the trees.
And that was Hounds of Love by the Futureheads. And now back to John.
Thanks, Matt. Back in the 60s, which is probably where I feel most comfortable in terms of music, obviously the British beat boom was such an influence, but all around the world you would get groups who were influenced by the Beatles and the Rolling Stones et al. One such group was the Twilights, who were, I guess, second or third biggest band out of Australia. And one of our American consultants, Alec Palau, well, he's actually British, but he's based in San Francisco, has curated a new 3 CD set that's available on our Strawberry imprint called Twilight's Time, the complete 1960s recordings. Extremely collectible band. One of the things about the Australian 60s groups is they were quite high energy, so kind of maximum rock and roll approach to the way that they played their music. From that compilation, we're going to play a track called Mr. Nice.
What a beautiful way to think of the day if it turns out the way I planned it. And there's never a doubt as to what it's about. If I love, I can understand it. Dear Mr. Nice, won't you think twice about the way I feel? Dear Mr. Nice, would it be nice to say the things I will? If I listen to you, would you tell me it's true and not lie or pretend that you mean it? If it's truth in your mind that is turning you blind, don't deny that your eyes haven't seen it. Dear Mr. Nice, won't you think twice about the way I feel? Dear Mr. Nice, would it be nice to say the things I dream? What a beautiful way to think of the day if it turns out the way I planned it. And there's never a doubt as to what it's about. If I love, I can understand it.
That was Mr. Nice from a new 3 CD set by the Twilights entitled Twilight's Time, available on our Strawberry imprint. And now, sticking with the 60s, we were really pleased a few years ago to acquire the catalogue of Mickey Dallon, who was one of those classic 60s hustlers who was involved. He was a singer, he was a producer, he was a record company mogul. Like a lot of the folks back in the day, they multitasked. And I guess, you know, people in the business know who Mickey is, but not really the broader pop public. So we thought it was long overdue to do a 2 CD compilation remembering Mickey's early years, 1962 to 70. As I say, a double CD on our Grapefruit label entitled Cheat and Lie, the Mickey Dallon Story, 1962 to 1970. And from it, that track, Cheat and Lie, which is possibly his best solo outing.
I'll give you a ring, my love, shining new. I'll give everything, my love, what's more to you. I'll never ever make you cry. I'll never ever cheat and lie. No, no, no. Cheat and lie, make you cry. Cheat and lie, make you cry. 'Cause I
say you're sorry. Don't make me, don't make me, don't make me cheat and lie, make you cry. Cheat and lie, make you cry. I don't make you cry, baby. But if you're gonna cheat now.
Was Cheat and Lie, the title track from a new Mickey Dallon double CD set, which includes lots of solo Mickey Dallon tracks, but also tracks by the likes of Neil Christian, the Renegades, the Sorrows, the Boys Blue, and many others. And I have to say, even as what I would consider, I'm a bit of a connoisseur of 60s music, I heard lots of tracks on this for the first time, and some really high quality mod, freak beat, and soul tracks that are not generally available. So yeah, highly recommended. And yeah, staying with the swinging decade, a compilation of another backroom boy, I suppose you'd call him, back in the 60s, Mark Wirtz, who was, again, songwriter, producer. Maybe the British Phil Spector wouldn't be an unfair description. He was certainly influenced by that side of music. And Mark Wirtz's biggest success was probably the song that people know as Grocer Jack by Keith West from Tomorrow, and indeed he also produced the band Tomorrow. We're just about to release, or have just released, a new 5 CD set entitled Dream, 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 the Anthology of Mark Wirtz, which, like the Mickey Dallon set, includes a broad sweep of acts that Mark Wirtz worked with back in the day. And from that new 5 CD set, we're going to hear Keith West's track On a Saturday.
Sunny days chase the night, waiting for the dawn. Now the season is rapidly changing. It's alive and warm. A new day is born. Why should I be worried or hurried? Does she know the way that I feel when we meet for a while on a Saturday, sunny Saturday afternoon? Happiness on a Saturday, sunny Saturday. I met you. When I wake in the morning, I see you simply standing there with a shadow of warmth in my eyes from the sun in your hair. Beauty, you're so rare. Why should I be worried or hurried? Do you know the way that I feel when we meet for a while on a Saturday, sunny Saturday afternoon? Happiness on a Saturday, sunny Saturday. I met you.
On a Saturday. That was On a Saturday by Keith West, produced by Mark Wirtz. and hope you enjoyed the show. Please listen in again next time, and have a good evening.